Hi, everyone. I'm Alex Schmider, and I am the Associate Director of Transgender Representation here at GLAAD. I'm also the executive producer of a new film premiering tonight at Tribeca from Michael Barnett and Claire Tucker called Changing the Game. It follows trans athletes across the country being themselves and competing to make a more fair and equitable society. I am so thrilled to be with the stars of the film here today. Andraya, Mack, Terry, and Sarah Rose. If you wouldn't mind going down the line and just introducing yourself quickly to the Facebook audience, that would be amazing.
Okay, well, I'm Andraya. I'm from Connecticut, junior in high school.
My name is Mack. I go to Life University. I wrestle at Life University, and I'm a freshman there. And I'm originally from Texas. I'm a wrestler.
I'm Terry Miller, junior, and I'm a track athlete.
Hi, I'm Sarah. I am a senior, and I am a Nordic skier along with various other sports.
Amazing. So, what does it feel like being in New York City, celebrating this film? I mean, you just saw the film for the first time a few hours ago. What's that feeling like for you?
I think it feels like surreal and just very exciting to know that we all put in all this hard work and you all helped us put in this hard work to get this film to be made. I'm just excited what will come out of it.
Well, since I missed my flight, I actually was not able to watch it last night, but I am super excited to see the film and gonna have some emotions coming out because I'm crying. I'm sorry. Spoiler alert.
I'm feeling good. I'm speechless. It was beautiful, and I can't wait for the world to see it.
Yeah, I would have to say I'm speechless. It was just an amazing experience seeing myself and these amazing other athletes on the screen, and I was just awestruck to see how beautiful it was and well crafted.
So, why is it such an important film for people to see? I mean, do you think it's an important film, and why? And anyone who wants to answer, feel free.
I feel like it's important because we're helping other people on their journey so they won't be lost like how we felt because we're the first, you can say. So, yeah.
Well, that's an interesting thing that you bring up. I know that I'd heard that, Andraya, you didn't know many trans people even a few years ago.
Yeah.
Can you talk a little more about what that experience has been like, getting to know that there are other people in this film and that being on screen for yourself is going to allow other people to see themselves? Can you talk a little bit about that?
Yes. As you said in the beginning, I was a bit lost. I didn't really have them people to talk to connect with. But now I have these three people who have really, really supported me. And I'm glad I'm there to support you all. And I'm glad I have people to talk to and to relate to. Yeah.
All right, you're going to be friends for life, right?
Yeah,
Now, I mean,
definitely.
okay. Yes. So often transgender people's stories are not told by transgender people. And I think what makes this film so revolutionary is that from the very beginning, Michael Barnett and Claire Tucker worked with the trans community, myself and athlete Chris Mosier, to not only kind of guide that process, but make sure that the film was sharing from your own voices and your own perspectives. Can you talk a little bit about how crucial that is for our stories to come from us? Sarah Rose?
I think it definitely having this point of view of through the eyes of a transgender athlete, it gives people another perspective when it's not just being portrayed from somebody else who may know all the facts about somebody, but it's not the person. It's 10 times more surreal and personal when it comes from us and from our point of view and how we've been dealing with things throughout our lives and throughout the film process.
Sorry. Agreed.
So this is a question for all of you, and chime in whenever feels good. Why did you participate in the project, and what do you hope is the film's impact?
I participated in this project to shed light on what we all go through and what we all have been going through, and to have people understand our lives, and with that understanding, being able to help support us and to help advocate for us.
Yeah, I think definitely like for us, it's a definitely different process than other athletes have to go through. There's a lot more that we have to go through, especially not even just on the athletic side, but socially and everything that makes us who we are, and especially as an athlete. And I think a lot of people just look on the surface rather than like looking at what we experience and like how what other people know that know what we're going through. Down real, like for real.
For real, for real.
I participated because who doesn't want to be in a movie? But also, we all come from different states and our rules are different. So I feel like that will help people because I'm pretty sure other states either follow by Connecticut, Texas, or New Hampshire. So you won't be as lost and you can like reference to our stories. And I like how people get to see like how we live our life. And this is like real. Like Mike, your Claire never said, oh yeah, I want you to be like this. It was just be yourself, do you. And I feel like that's really important.
Yeah. Everybody took all the points that I was gonna say. It was I guess I did it for the greater good, the greater message of it all. It wasn't just for myself and like becoming popular. It was for getting our stories out there so other people who are going through the same thing as us know kind of that they're not alone and that there's other people in this world just like them and that they don't have to be afraid to be who they want to be.
I can say as a trans guy that if I had known you all and been able to see a film like this growing up, it would have probably changed my life in a very powerful way because you all are just in who you are and what you do, just awesome. I mean, I think you know that already. So I want to ask too. You touch on this, and this is kind of what the film is all about. You are athletes. I mean, hardcore athletes. Can you talk about what sports mean to each of you individually?
My entire life, just I felt like I needed to portray myself like extracurricular, and just I had all this energy inside, and just like when I was a kid, I was just like, I want to go run, like I want to go run, and just like it just I feel like it expresses a part of myself that I don't have to put into words. Like my body can do the work, and just what my body can do and what a body can do in general like is absolutely beautiful. And it's just like things that other people can't do, I want to do. And if somebody else can do it, I want to do it. Like I want to be able to do that if you can't do it, and I want to beat you at whatever you're good at because I want to be the best. And I think just being the best at what you're able to do is just an amazing thing.
Absolutely.
Like what I've said before to many people is that I wouldn't be here today if it wasn't for sports. I know that for sure. Sports keep me being who I want to be. It keeps me being myself. It keeps me driven and focused on a point that I need to like get to. So I think like without the feeling of like striving to like be the best at what I do, I definitely wouldn't be in the right state of mind that I am today, which I'm grateful for sports for that.
Yeah, and not only, I guess, your personal goal, but also like the goal of others. I feel that in sports, there's so much like the environment of support, but then also competition. How, like you said, like I want to beat that person or I want to be better than that person, but also knowing that, especially if you're on a team, you have just so many people supporting you and just so many people that want you to do well, that I think the love that's in sports and in teams really makes the sport a sport.
Sports is important to me because it built my character, because it shows that no matter what happens, I can conquer it and just move on. And I feel like most of my support came from track, because of course your parents are going to always like, you know, motivate you, but I feel like when you get support from people you don't really know, it shows like a different side, like, wow, I'm really making a difference to other people. So that really touched me.
So in the film, you all find support or have support from family, friends, communities. There are a lot of people out there who don't. I want to use this platform right now for you to be able to talk into the camera to all those trans kids out there who may not have the support to be themselves, and to remind them that they have support, even if it's not right next to them. So if you could just send a message to those kids and young adults, and actually everybody who needs the message of love and acceptance, if you could just say a little something into the camera.
My message is never to give up, because that's a big part of it. And I feel like when I tried to give up, it made it worse than I tried to give up at a point, and it just made everything worse. And just be strong, and it will pay off eventually. And you're going to have support. Even if it's not family, you can find some type of support, and please don't harm yourself.
Yeah. You have us for support.
I want to say is keep being you, keep being the amazing person that you are, because you are valid. Your opinions matter. Your life matters, and it's like, don't put yourself down because you might not have support right next to you, but just know that you have support like all around you, like universal, global. It's like there's so many people like you, and it's just like, don't put yourself in a corner where you're gonna think that you're the only one, because you're not the only one.
So I want to ask each one of you if you have an unexpected or special talent that you would be willing to share with our audience today. And I can kick us off. I've been practicing this for years. It's something that people have told me I do really well, and it's that I can say Jennifer Lopez in an Australian accent. And I will say it right into the camera, and it's Gina Philippe's. So that's what I can contribute today. Thank you.
Very nice.
Okay, my special talent, I guess, is that, well, like, for fun, I learn languages. Entonces yo puedo hablar en español y yo puedo falar en portugués. Je peux parler en français.
I have no clue what she just
Wow.
said, but props to you.
I have no idea.
Oh.
It can be a movement too. Like it could be.
I'm really flexible, and a lot of people don't realize that sometimes. I guess that's my specialty, and that's thanks to, I guess, gymnastics, like back in the days.
Oh.
But that's the only thing that I got as a specialty, really.
That's really cool. That's really
like,
cool.
Okay, I guess I can't say running because that's obvious.
I mean, now you can jump.
Oh yeah, I could jump. And I could do a split. I think that. Oh, and I could do here. Oh, I can do here. Yeah.
Those are all really special talents. You're like, oh, I don't know. Yeah, those are all really.
I can sing. That's my special talent besides running track.
Do you want to sing a little something?
Sure. We'll just do the start of Breathe In by Ariana Grande.
Mm.
Some days things just take way too much of my energy. I look up and the whole room's spinning. You take my cares away. I guess I'll overcomplicate. People tell me to medicate. Okay, that's as far as I'm going.
Yes. That was amazing. Thank you all so much for tuning in today. The amazing athletes that we got to speak to today are in the documentary Changing the Game, which is premiering tonight at Tribeca and will be coming to a city near you soon. So follow along at Changing Game Doc to find out where we'll be, when we'll be, and get to know these incredible young athletes. We'll see you soon.
Make sure to watch it.
Bye.
Bye.